Don't tell me it's a fursuiter around children, because it's unsettling to me.
Yeah, this is what Dark's uploaded. Don't worry.
I mean, I didn't mind Ayano, because she at least has the experience.
Yeah. Hell, dude. Dude, I want to meet Ayano too. Goddamn.
I fear. No, I said it. I fear that I'll actually break down if I do.
Dude, same here.
Well, no, it's like just. God. This happened at WeCon a while back. The lanyard buddies. Like when I saw that they actually heeded my request. Like when I saw that they actually took my request, I was fucking happy to see that.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, I actually fucking gasped and was like, oh my god, you actually took my request.
Oh yeah, that guy did that thing for you with those. What was it?
The lanyard buddies or whatever, the clip-on badges.
Yeah.
Because it was like a year ago that.
What was his name? He was a voice actor, was he?
No, it was no. You're thinking Steve Bloom. Yeah.
Oh, Steve Bloom. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, no, I had him use that just to kind of give a better impression of it, because if I had him do it without them, it would have not made much sense.
Oh.
But the things he was holding, though, the artist that did those, a year ago, he or she only had Fox, Falco, and Wolf, but I requested, hey, do you think it's possible that you can do Crystal? And he's like, oh, Crystal.
Why?
And he's like, yeah, I could so do that. I just gotta get the demand for it or something like that, or just like kind of have like some.
And then he did do it, huh?
Exactly. And it was.
It seems that everybody loves Crystal, but I don't get why. I think she's okay. The designs are okay, but I don't understand why.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, at least she's much more of a helpful teammate than like all the other
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
were.
She's more competent.
It's kind of hard to explain. I guess you just have to have known her for as long as we
Yeah,
have.
yeah, sure.
I think if I had to use an analogy, I guess it's sort of like with X when Dr. Light was working on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, and X asks him, he's like, is that my name? And Light's saying, he's like, yes, it's a veritable one with whatever
it's a variable,
potential.
Yeah. It can be anything. X can be anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much Crystal, she can just do whatever. She had to show the potential.
I'm not saying that she's like a Mary Sue or whatever. That would be terrible. Like a guy, but I'm just saying, like, if you go deeper into it and ignore the lewd factor, you can see that. It's just the problem is that purists are too fucking retarded to realize that. And when you point that shit out, they actually get pissed off at you for it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I understand now. Thanks for the education.
That's what I don't get. It's like, oh, I don't like this character because she's useless. Yeah. Okay, well, what if so and so and so? Stop having these debates, guys. At least that's what I saw. It's like, really? It's like you say this shit, but as soon as you start seeing actual improvements, you get pissed off at that because is it possible that you fear her?
Yeah.
Oh God, why did I just find this guy's Twitter now, D? Who posted this in Crystal Archive?
Oh, that's Tara. Don't worry about it.
I found Tara's Twitter. Nope. Just click off.
Don't worry about it. I guess like Panther is gonna fuck with him soon.
Wow, his drawings still look fucking horrible.
It's ugly. Like, it's wasted potential, honestly.
Good lord. Oh, okay, I'm looking at the Star Fox section at Crystal Archive. I see you guys went on quite a lot about him.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't hate I don't hate the kid, but I wouldn't look down on him if he wasn't such a fucking snowflake.
That's a special snowflake.
Oh, you can't do that to him. You can't do that to Fox, but I can do this to Crystal. Oh, you can't say that about Zero, but I can say that about Adventures or whatever other shit. Oh, you can't do that, but I can.
No, it's more like stop over sexualizing the characters that are like, but these two little boys, yeah, we can. I want them to fuck.
It's double standard bullshit.
Yeah, I know,
and it
right?
just proves the point. It's like, you fuckers don't. You guys cannot have a legitimate argument against her. You
That
just
that
want to use
actually
her as a
happened in one
scapegoat.
part of My Hero fan base. Is that you
The
can't?
fact that Zero
Yeah,
failed and she wasn't present in it
yeah.
just proves my point, because when that game failed and she wasn't there, they couldn't use her as a scapegoat for the game failing.
It's like the original artist for My Hero. He drew the 16-year-old girls in bikinis, and everybody got mad and they say, "Why are you over sexualizing minors?" And then later, when you go look at their Twitter handlers, there would be like, "Oh, I want Deku and his rival to fuck."
Because I'm not understanding
Yeah,
the situation, but
they don't understand.
no, I guess I'm not.
Yeah.
What I was saying is that, because like for years, some people were trying to blame Crystal for like the Star Fox series like not doing so well after 64, but the fact that Zero, a game that was pretty much just fucking 64 again,
Yeah.
failed so hard, and the fact that if you look at Star Fox 64 3D, that game didn't sell so well, and that was on a system that has a much higher population than the Wii U at the time. That kind of just proves the point that she was never at fault, and the fact that she wasn't in Zero, who's really, like, whose fault was it really?
Miyamoto
was the question. Was it Miyamoto, or was it the idiots that were jerking off to fucking Star Fox 64? Because
Miyamoto's jerk-offs.
To me, it has the same shit that Mega Man 2 did with it, like Inafune in Mega Man 2. Look, I don't hate Mega Man 2, but what I said about Mega Man 9 and 10 in particular, I didn't like it. That, especially with 9, it was pretending to be Mega Man 2, like right down to literally reusing tracks from 2. Hell, Mega Man Universe, the game that was canceled, it was one of the 2 games that was canceled next to Mega Man Legends 3. That game was literally just Mega Man 2, the fanfic, if you will. And the reason I say it that way is because if you look up the trailers for it, every single level design or level theme is Mega Man 2, nothing else. Like, I actually made a Tumblr post about it because I think somebody asked about it, and I'm like, dude, the thing I like about Mega Man 11 is the fact that it doesn't fucking pretend that, or it's not jerking off to Mega Man 2 like it's the greatest fucking shit ever. And then you could say that I spurred out, but yeah, I fucking provided evidence of like why I didn't like 9 so much. Like, I liked 9, but I didn't like the fact that it was pretending 2 was so fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't like it when any game does that kind of shit. Hell, I mentioned it recently with DuckTales Remastered. The game's okay, but I don't like how WayForward jerked off at the Moon theme.
Oh.
Like, I like the Moon theme, alright? Great shit for the time, but trust me, like, you'll know what I mean. Because the credit, like, you know what, I'll spoil it. The end credits has the theme playing.
Okay. What's the problem with that though?
I know it sounds dumb. I know, it sounds petty as shit. In fact, I will say it's petty. I'm just saying the fact that they fucking focused on that theme.
Yeah, about WayForward, they don't really is their company is not my cup of tea because about like they made Shantae series, right? And then there's one of the games
Yeah, they did.
actually made it worse. There's it's called the X and the Y axis map or something. They give you a map and then you have to go through like a 3-dimensional map and all the vectors and the 2D maps are mapped into a 3D, a larger 3D size map, and it's like really fucking confusing.
I didn't really like. No, what I don't like.
Yeah.
I said it during when I was playing DuckTales. Is
Yeah.
I personally don't like the 2D sprite, the 2D drawings and the 3D environments.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Like I know Paper Mario did it, but the 3D at least fit, or at least blended well with it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But with DuckTales, it just seems so off-putting.
Yeah, I know. I looked at the game and I don't like it.
Even Shantae Half Genie Hero does it too, but
Yeah.
they at least made it so it looks relatively okay.
Yeah.
Hell, I haven't even finished that game. What the fuck?
I don't really like WayForward's take on Adventure Time games. Because back then,
Never plays this weeaboo Mario Party. Why?
because back then,
You're still playing OJ.
OJ.
Yes, because I'm a faggot.
I almost want to play OJ with you then. Jesus.
It's not that bad. You just see. I told people this is the game actually gives you that idea of you can anticipate the game being full of shit.
It is full of shit, huh?
In other words, you develop foresighting.
Oh, huh.
I'm not saying that you become a psychic. I'm just saying that you predict, or rather, you can anticipate shit. Like, I'm totally not going to roll this. I'm totally not going to survive.
And then it's like, nope, you get fucked.
Exactly. It's like, I know the game's gonna fuck me over, and the game fucks you over.
Then why you keep playing it?
Because that's what makes it so funny.
You're addicted to it.
Yeah.
Even the developer said it. It's like, don't take the game seriously because it's random as shit. It's not about skill. It's about luck.
Just like Mario Party.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I never really played much of Mario Party, but I do remember one time playing with my brothers. It's like, fuck, damn it, you took my stars, you bastard.
Well, yeah, Mario Party was pretty much losing friends.
Yeah, friendship killer.
The game that ruined friendships.
Yeah, it does.
I have a feeling that's what will happen in OJ.
Friendship ends here.
Nah, OJ is funny. You don't take the game seriously.
Right. That'll be funny. Like, you roll a dice, you come against me. It's like, fuck, you killed me.
I had Astro kill my ass several times, and I don't care. I just make fun of him. That's it. Like, you fucking shit.
It's like, well, you have fucking luck. The game fucked you over. Then he gets fucked over as well. It's like, he killed you, then, like, the game fucks him over. It's like, that's karma. Oh, shit.
Yeah, usually I tend to avoid anger-inducing games, like a party game. But PvP, for some reason, I got used to it already. Like, player versus player shit. Battle royales.
As I was saying about Pogo, it's not a bad game, but I will shit on it a tad bit by saying the single player is bland.
Oh.
They need to improve it, that's why. If it's just the same battles every time.
That's the 4 tier of bad, where it's the same pattern all the time.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, there's no...
Does it have multiplayer?
It does. It has that. I'm just saying that if you're doing the single player to unlock shit, I'm just saying that the pattern of who you face is the exact same. There's none of that variety going on.
There's no randomness.
Like the original Smash 64.
Yeah.
No, Smash 64 was always the same.
Right.
Jesus.
Wasn't Melee also the same in this classic single player?
Somewhat. It had the same type of situation going on, but the characters did vary.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Right.
That's not bad then.
Yeah, the characters.
Well, in Smash 64, they couldn't vary because you had so few fighters even on the roster at all.
Well, no, it was always like versus Link versus
Pikachu.
Yoshi team.
Or versus Fox.
Giant Donkey Kong.
Right.
Board the platforms. Break the targets.
I kind of miss the classic targets and platforms ones. Yeah, the original theme.
We should know that Douche played a lot of
that shit.
64.
I do like that theme.
What I do miss most about Smash 64, it was just hilarious fun. It's like, here, just take some Nintendo characters, just have them beat the shit out of each other for, like, no reason, just for the fun of it.
Something about the fucking dice.
No, like, what was the best part of Smash 64 for me was, like, probably on the Pokemon stage, where it's like, freaking Venusaur, one of the Pokemons, pops out through the door and can just instantly KO you.
No, I was referencing the commercial for Smash 64. Something has gone horribly wrong in the team.
Yeah, that commercial's still actually funny. That's what it was all about back then. It was just like, fuck you,
I won't lie.
Punch
Like some of the game ads back then were funny.
Yeah, back then it was just hilarious fun. It wasn't taking that.
I do not like to be nostalgic for shit because it's kind of like, was it good or was it really bad? And I was just stupid at the time. It's kind of why it is like when people ask me, yeah, what did you think of this Nick show? And I'm like, I fucking hated it. I didn't like Doug. Like, Doug isn't that great. I didn't care that much for All Real Monsters. Some people loved it, but I didn't.
Damn, I can't remember like much of the cartoons. I do remember seeing some weird ones, but I don't know their names.
Rocko was fucking great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have seen Rocko. Yeah, Rocko's Modern Life or something. What is it called?
Yeah, Rocko's Modern Life is fucking great, even to this day. And
Ren and Stimpy is great.
I'm not even saying that out of blind
Ren
nostalgia.
and Stimpy, I think I've ever seen.
I love that show.
You could watch that shit and you could still laugh at it. It's like watching the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob.
The first 3 seasons. I remember those. Goddamn.
Despite everything, and you know what's even funnier is the fact that the production of Rocko, Joe Murray, at the time, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He was like, shit, how do I do this shit right? And it ended up happening was that the entire studio just had so much fun making the show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, you know? They have to have fun. It's not like a freaking corporate production of the cartoon. It's like, no, we're just doing it for fun.
What the hell they wanted.
No, they actually...
That's what cartoons need nowadays, you know?
Yeah, they actually had to...
Deli,
yeah.
Hell, that scene in Wacky Deli where they show the meatloaf, that was actually them fucking around.
They actually had to fight against censorship.
Some of those cartoon episodes. I need to see those.
Yeah, they actually had to fight against censorships. Like, the jokes are very edgy for that time. It's like
Rocko grabs Bear's balls.
You know, Rocko was working for the sex hotline, and her neighbor's the neighbor's wife, I think, the neighbor's husband went and called for the sex hotline.
And Bev's big head is like, she reacts to that, and and they're both like, oh shit. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was actually Rocko, Mrs. Big Head, and they're just sitting there in silence, and they both hang up.
Yeah.
I barely remember any of that.
But it's ironic because there's an episode where she tried to seduce Rocko because her husband wasn't touching her at night.
How did that get past like censorship?
I know, right?
No,
I don't remember watching that as a kid.
No, it's true because
I don't know. We're talking about 90s cartoons.
It's funny because Bev asked Rocko how her eyes look, and her eyes sag like fucking tits.
No, my favorite part in Rocko.
Touch them.
Yeah, my favorite part in Rocko is during the sex hotline, and then his neighbors called him, and he was looking at the note like, always remember, be sincere. Number 2, be naughty. And then he say, give it to me, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. It's so funny. It's like, be naughty and be sincere. God
My
damn
God,
it.
how you guys even still remember all this?
No, I was
don't
looking at the
remember.
retrospective in Nickelodeon videos, and then it was so fucking funny.
There was like even the episode where it was Heifer gets kicked out, and he's living with Rocko, and all these crazy things happen, and then like a party goes on that you have Ed just snooting on them, or he's being nosy on them, and he's like Bev, look what our fucking neighbors are doing. And it's like, what the? And he's like, no, and Bev's like, it's like, just shut up and mind your own business, Ed. And he's like, but Bev, the people in the backyard, they're nude. And she literally knocks him over and takes over.
That was good humor. That was legit good humor.
Yeah, okay. I actually do remember a bit of Rocco's modern life. But...
like, it's like at first she tells him to don't be a fucking snooty asshole, but the second he mentions that they're all undressed, she's like, oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, God. Wow, they were like showing those cartoons back then when we were, even when I was a kid. My goodness.
She even asked him to get the telescope in the closet.
Oh, Jesus. Those were the days.
Yeah, back in the 90s, cartoon was nasty as shit, but it was so entertaining. It's like
yeah, because you look back at them now,
yeah.
and it's like, holy shit.
It's like not only Rocko, it's like Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and
Ren and
Butthead.
Stimpy, I heard, was insane, though.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead.
Give me fingerprints.
MTV
and then
cartoons.
Dot finds Prince, and she's like, I found Prince, and then Wacko. No, it wasn't Wacko. Was it Jacko or? No, Wacko, Dot, and damn it, I know what you're talking about. It's just like, no, fingerprints, and then she takes it literally.
I don't think so.
Looks at Prince, and he fucking does this submissive pose, and she's like, I don't think so. Throws him out the window.
Yeah, back then was great. The cartoons.
Oh gosh, should I play a little clip from Ren and Stimpy here?
Yeah, sure.
I found one. Ren and Stimpy don't whiz on the electric fence.
No, there was actually another scene where they thought that a guy said penis.
Yeah.
It's like, I am a pianist.
That's a good one.
The wrong way.
Oh, are you kidding? It's not working. Fuck me. I don't think that YouTube thing's work. God damn it. Yeah.
What? YouTube is down again?
What the hell led to this discussion?
I don't know. Now we're talking about old 90s cartoons.
Yeah. No, we were talking about Mario Party. And then we went so nostalgic about the 90s. Yeah, and then we talk about like games like back then.
Video games.
Yeah, I was so nostalgic for one of the games.
Remember when PS3 had no games?
Wins by doing absolutely nothing. How about like Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing?
Games. Oh.
Damn it.
I was looking for my old PS2 games. And I lost one of my games. Oh shit.
Anyway, I was just trying to see if that works. Then, well, fucking butt robot, it won't even play some of my own video clips.
Purge and skip it and then try again.
Nah, maybe you should try it. There was a clip there of Ren and Stimpy. I tried to play it. It wouldn't work. Maybe just watch it just by clicking a bit.
I don't know. Looking back at Ren and Stimpy, I just don't care about it. And hell, it was evidence that. What the hell's his name again?
John K. John K.
He couldn't make a good cartoon, even if it bit him in the ass, because Adult Cartoon Party was so bad it wasn't even funny.
Oh. And there's Rocko's Modern.
Yeah, there was that period where people were actually happy that Ren and Stimpy were coming back, but when they saw Adult Cartoon Party, they were not happy. Like I think they took it as such a great insult because instead of it having the limitations that it did, it went full on edge or something like that.
Oh, here we go. Maybe this will work. This thing.
Oh boy, I got work and I'm working at the new store that was constructed. You know what? I don't mind.
There we go.
That means douche can get more sake than get pissed drunk off of.
Jesus.
Now have more options.
Oh, good old people out Australian out there.
You're gonna be drinking again.
No, actually, I kind of killed off everything. I'm out.
Come and get it, him.
Oh, good. Now you're gonna go sober.
Just for the moment. The
I'll
only
be
thing
like,
I
what?
have is
You quit drinking.
but that shit is so powerful. And now that I have, I'm actually saving it for whenever I see my buddies.
Alright.
Because it's kind of a party size thing.
Rocko's Modern Life. I barely even remember this cartoon show.
Oh man, you should watch the entire series. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They actually implied that Rocko was gay.
Whoop-de-doo.
I
What a
only
surprise.
mostly probably remember a slight bit of Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, Rugrats, obviously, I remember that one. Oh.
Yeah, there was a scene in Rocko where Rocko reveals his secret, which is that he loved rainbows, and everyone gets pissed at him for it. Which, at the time, neither me or my relatives understood why. We really didn't. We were like, wait, why is everyone mad at him for liking rainbows? We just thought it was just girly or something. But it wasn't until later that we realized, oh wait, it's because they implied that Rocko was gay.
Maybe so cover 6 is good. Oh no, they have Xavier in there. Someone made that.
I see.
You should post that D.
Is it the Xavier in Soul Calibur? Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway, well, looks like I might have to be in bed in about a few minutes. Damn it. Oh well.
Why haven't they got a donkey yet?
A fucking pistachio.
Ooh. Wait, you asking me if I don't have a donkey, D?
What?
Did you ask me I don't have a donkey?
Yeah, I thought you said you wanted one.
I don't know. My parents would think that'd be weird.
Please, as if I'm not already a fucking degenerate motherfucker.
I don't know.
Well,
And they would think you have serious problems.
There's a
It's just
reason
like,
why.
where would I put it, or how would I take care of it?
No. Didn't King say that they're now making facilities for like people that need to like relieve themselves?
Maybe.
He said
Nice.
something like that. Like it's essentially like a sperm bank, but it's like, oh, you fuck a random object or whatever, and then you go.
Jesus.
They should make
God.
they should make a meet and fuck room. That would be so good.
Jesus.
I wouldn't care if they did, because honestly, that might help out a lot.
Yeah.
It's like the business I work for. I mean, hey, people would pay for that. It's like porn. Porn is the number one. It's the number one business, believe it or not.
Yeah, it is. There's no shortage of it.
Another series that you should check out is Mission Hill.
Oh yeah.
Mission Hill was like, what, 10, 12 episodes, but it's fucking great.
Yeah.
You can actually watch them on YouTube.
No, I just remember the time when one of the main characters is the nerdy little brother, and he was walking on the sidewalk, and one of the flashes flashed on him. No, not one of the flashes. He just whispered to his ears, "Penis, penis, 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 penis."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The brother is Robin. Teen Titans Robin. Bling blong, blingity blong, blingity blongity bling blong.
What? Are you talking about the old Teen Titans or the Teen Titans Go?
Yeah. No, it's the same voice actor. The same guy that voiced Robin in Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, he voices the brother.
Oh, okay.
In Mission Hill.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, his voice is so obvious. It's funny.
Yeah. Cartoon similar to Mission Hill would be like Outingville. You can see it in YouTube. I don't know how to spell it. Outingville. The Outingville Club. Uting. Oh, it's called Eltingville. It's called Eltingville Club. It's about nerds. Nerds who work in a store.
No, there was the guy that was like Russian or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Russian guy, yeah.
He's like, no, FBI thinks I'm dead.
FBI, open up!
He ends up getting fucked over though, because the IRS found out that he was still alive.
Screwed. No, I heard from other people that Mission Hill gets too real about like being 25 and jobless. Because the main character doesn't have any job, and all his friends is like advising him to get a job, not to waste his fucking life.
Yeah, you're talking like the guy, the roommate that at first you thought he was just a stoner, but it turns out he's actually like a very wealthy man.
Yeah, he earns a lot of money from
he
selling
makes a
stuff.
lot of money by doing nothing. He's just like, yeah, just tell those old beatniks like, you know, my dumbass ideas, and they just give me a fuckload of money for it.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's like they're just wanting to figure out what the generation wants. All I do is sit back, they just ask me something, and I'm like, yeah. Like, okay, that's kind of cool. And they're like, huh, that's a great idea, man.
And then it's like it gets too real that he went to the elevator and he was surrounded by people younger than him, like a few years younger than him, and they were working in a huge corporate or something.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
he ended up getting in the company because his buddy helped him out by getting the supervisor fired. Like he got the supervisor fired.
Yeah.
And then the CEO, I think it was the CEO or one of the high execs just asked him, he's like, is there anything else? He's like, nah, it's just a buddy of mine that could use some work or something. I forget how he words it, but he convinces them to hire his buddy.
That's a good show.
Yeah, it definitely holds up.
It's like an animated version of Friends or something. I bet you're into like old cartoons like Animaniacs or something. Dush.
I must admit, I kind of hated Animaniacs back then, but I feel like I missed out. It's the same thing with like Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, I don't think it was targeted towards kids. It was towards like Batman fans or something, because it's really dark.
What's funny is I read how Batman the Animated Series helped out Mr. Freeze.
In what way? The main character, the Batman helps him, or? Or
No, like his backstory, because originally it was just, oh, Mr. Freeze was just doing an experiment, and it blows up in his face, and he becomes who he is. But in this case, he just wanted to save his wife.
Yeah.
And society screwed him over. Or rather, his boss fucked him over, and it led to his wife being murdered, and him becoming Mr. Freeze. So he wanted to get revenge for it, but he wanted his wife back in the process.
Yeah. Well, I heard similar backstories of villains, and some of them are really good. I don't remember the actual details.
I think I even conflicted Batman on that one because
Yeah.
like he watches the tape of his experiment, like he documented himself telling about how he successfully created cryogenic suspense, and it shows his boss fucking him over.
Okay.
And like right at the end of it, he's like, "My God."
I really like backstories of villains that you can sympathize. It's like they're not actually bad, just the circumstances turning them evil.
Hell, I never really watched Justice League either, but I heard how the Christmas special was great.
Christmas special for Justice League. I didn't actually watch it. I didn't even know there's a Christmas special. But there are some parts that are extremely good.
I heard about it because Saber Spark did a series on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's a really good episode to watch because there's especially this one moment where it's the Flash up against the Ultra Humanite, and they actually put their differences aside to make kids happy.
Yeah, I was actually gonna talk about the Flash, and he was like going to deal with Mark Hamill, who is the trickster, and Mark Hamill escaped from the asylum just to get a drink in the bar. And then instead of like beating the shit out of the trickster, he went and talked to him. Like they became friends, like old time friends. But back then, Flash kept on like taking him back to jail or something. It was extremely funny and extremely sad at the same time. And then when he met trickster like Luke Skywalker, and then he said, "Hey, buddy, you want to take me back to the asylum again?" And he said, "No, yeah, let's have a drink for a while." It's kind of sad. Yeah, Justice League is pretty good. There's a lot of like.
For some reason, I never watched a lot of the superhero shows.
There's a lot of singular stories, like very one-off stories. They're actually good. But I think Superman animated.
I saw some of the movies, though, like more recently.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I missed out.
Yeah, I know the feeling. It's like anime. I missed out a lot of anime.
It's kind of like, well, with the exception of Batman versus Superman, that was a stupid movie.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I watched it, I actually like it. I actually like the whole idea. Because there's one part of the movie, it's like two cops went and tried to stop sex traffickers, like slave traffickers, and then Batman was ahead of them already. And then I thought I was watching a different movie, it's like a haunted house movie or something, because they went inside to the cellar, and then they saw those victims and the captured hostages, and then they say, "Don't come inside, don't come inside," because Batman is there. It's so funny. It's like watching a horror movie, and a monster is Batman.
God. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wreck-It Ralph 2 is out now, or is that out soon?
Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph 2. I think that's like November, but I almost wonder how stupid that movie's gonna be.
Oh, it's coming out today.
It's
out today.
I'm sorry, when you make a movie about the internet,
yeah,
it's, to me, I feel like it's gonna be a repeat of the Emoji Movie.
I think they're gonna make it better actually.
hope they do.
It kind of feels like Kingdom Hearts, the theater movie or something. Because you get Star Wars, you got all the Disney
I'd rather
princes.
play Kingdom Hearts 3, okay?
Do you get to follow the story? Do you understand the story?
I don't bother. No, I think I admitted it
Yeah.
in stream once when I played 2 or 1. But I said I don't really follow the plot of Kingdom Hearts because it's already fucked up as it is.
Yeah, it's too fucked up.
It's already a clusterfuck as it is, so there's no reason to even bother trying to follow it
I
because
totally agree.
it's almost as autistic as trying to figure out what the fuck Homestuck is.
Oh shit! I really hate Homestuck for some reason.
Thank God I never looked at Homestuck.
I looked at it.
Ivan was at one point, but he backed away. Thank God.
It looks like vomit. It actually looks like vomit. I'd rather have Frozen 2, which explains the backstory of the Elsa or something, and why she had the fucking powers.
AKA, is it another gay metaphor movie?
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's what I heard about Frozen, is that the entire movie was just a gay metaphor.
Yeah, it's like coming out.
Hell, I told that to one of my folks and she was pissed.
Is that coming out and all the stores are cums?
No, like it was like me and one of my relatives. We were just like, it's like we're like, no, the whole movie is gay. It's an entirely gay metaphor about a sister coming out of the closet.
Yeah.
It's like that fucking theme, Let It Go, is literally her just explaining how the fuck she's coming out of the closet or she can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Something like that.
She's just a hot flaming lesbian.
Good thing I never watched that damn movie.
There's a lot of visual errors.
God, that's another one. No, there's like, okay, there's Wreck-It Ralph 2. There's also Mary Poppins 2, or The Return of Mary Poppins.
Jesus.
I don't mind Mary Poppins, okay?
I'm not sure if the reboots are a blessing or a curse, but I bet it's a curse.
It's not a reboot, it's a sequel.
I'm gonna call it a reboot.
It's a fucking sequel, dude. Like,
yeah, they got Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin shit. It's like
that was a sequel too.
Yeah, would you call it a reboot or a sequel? That's up to you.
God, I hate it. Like I said it before.
Yeah.
Reboot is just a buzzword now.
Yeah.
And that's what pisses me off, is just the fact that a bunch of retards just misused the term so much that it became just a buzzword. It's like, wow, do you even know what the hell that shit means?
I mean, it's a really easy word to say it out.
It's like, just call it a fucking remake, you dumb shit.
I guess it's the same thing to any of us.
Ugh.
Well, that's what pisses me off so much about Zero. That's where the whole reboot of it came from. It's like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's what kind of irked me too. It's like, no, it's a fucking remake of an already established game, and that's that.
Yeah, we were talking about video games, right? I was looking for my old PS2 games because one of them looks really familiar to the Steam game I'm playing now, the farming game. And the farming game is kind of like you had a really wide space of field, and you can like expand it after some time. And then the
Harvest Moon?
No, it's called Farm Together. It's a recent game, a recent 3D game. And what actually is it really reminds me of an old PS2 game called Dark Cloud. I think you heard of it before. Dark Cloud. And it's about a kid who is half elf or something. He had to go down to the cave to rescue people that are trapped inside like tiny little marbles or something. And then once he breaks open the marbles, he can like place his place the citizens, his people, his townspeople, and the buildings up on the surface, and he can rebuild back the town. And I lost that CD. I don't know where I put it. I think I need to find another way, another illegal way.
Know the game you're speaking of.
It's called Dark Cloud.
Yeah.
I think you like it. There's a lot of. I think there's inflation and war. You gotta see it. You gotta check it out.
The only game I remember liking was Graffiti Kingdom because you could make whatever you wanted.
Yeah, I played that
Except
game.
that you had to have 3 modeling skills.
No, you don't need. It's kind of easy.
In this case, it was a pain in the ass, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And it had Reimu. Except that they didn't call it Reimu. They called it like a shrine maiden. But it was definitely Reimu.
Toho.
So it was the first time Toho was ever shown in the U.S.
Yeah.
We didn't know what the fuck Toho was at the time until later. Thank you, Iosis, because you showed me a thing called Marissa Stole the Precious Thing.
Oh, what do you gotta show me? Alright.
Yes.
I'm actually almost feel like I'm about to crash right now. I'm getting so tired. Especially after work tomorrow morning. Fuck.
Like, I'm gonna say right now, the way I was feeling earlier, it was like on par with like Retsuko just wanting to fucking go in a rage fit.
Ooh. Well, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Just be relaxed.
I mean, you can always vent out your anger in Discord.
Oh, I know, Saren. Sorry. Oh, just that one image here. What's it? What was that? Very loud whoosh. What was that? Yeah, I know.
So yeah, if there's any other topics related to cartoons and video games, I'm pretty much in for that.
I don't know. I think I want to eat for the moment.
Okay.
'Cause I'm fat.
I didn't realize you're fat, dude. I thought you were skinny, just
Not
like your
that
OC.
fat.
I thought you were skinny, just like your OC.
I am skinny.
Oh,
I'm fasting. Yay.
gotta go fast.
I'm a skinny motherfucker. No, but seriously, like, kind of like the athletic type.
Oh,
At least that's what my body type is supposed to be.
are you like skinny to the point
Oh,
of?
hey,
Oh yeah, you're
kids.
athletic.
Try to work out. You'll get
Speed,
girls like that. Oh.
to put it in retarded terms, I'm supposed to be like the speed type, if you will.
You're the Flash. You're the Speedster. You're gonna
Something
stop
like that.
Professor
like,
Zoom.
In other words, like, I'm not really the strongest, but
You're SpiderMan. You're the native SpiderMan.
The embodiment of a real life joke character.
I'm just saying that because, like, years ago, I used to be really scrawny, but
Yeah.
despite that and all, like, despite not being the strongest, I had
The willpower.
diligence.
You got the willpower.
Is that even a word? Diligence? Like, I had the
Diligence,
fucking
yeah.
energy
Diligence.
to keep going.
Yeah, you got the willpower. Just like Deku from My Hero. You gotta watch that. Yeah, I just downloaded the recent Goblin Slayer and JoJo Part 5. I just watched Goblin Slayer already.
Oh man, more goblin rape.
No, it's kind of like disappointing because if you already read the manga, there won't be any more rape for a long time.
You know what's funny is at the Halloween store, there's a theme that plays every now and then.
Yeah.
Where it's like ghost goes, duh,
What?
cat goes,
What?
and then right at this point, it's like Goblin Say, trick or treat tonight, and I'm like, Goblin Say, gonna rape your ass.
Oof. Cody was like, oof.
Wait, what?
No, nothing.
Oof.
Nothing.
You know, let me see if I can find that.
Oh, what's it? What was his name? Arrow Fox. Cat, what do you want?